in the United States. It's rather shocking to some that Scientology is on the verge of being banned here in France. The French have successfully prosecuted several fraud cases against the Spiritual Association of the Church of Scientology Celebrity Center, as it's called here. And if prosecutors win this case, practicing that religion of L. Ron Hubbard could become illegal.
Founded by science fiction writer L. Ron Hubbard in the 1950s, Scientology's future could now be in doubt, in France at least. A 43-year-old Parisian woman is taking Scientology to the courts. She says she was persuaded to spend 25,000 euros on medicine for self-purification, for example, or the machine called the electrometer, meant to measure mental pressure. Roger Gonnet left after 8 years with the organization. He was part of the court case that Scientology lost in Lyon in 1996.
I always call it Scientology, or the sect. I even prefer the term criminal sect.
No prison sentences were handed out at the time. Money is at the heart of this court case in Paris as well.
There are those who handed over tens of thousands of francs at the time. Now it can be 300,000 euros per person or more.
Scientology says money can be reimbursed whenever a former member wants it back. The church says that it's not afraid of this court case, having won so many in the past. This time, though, it's on high alert. If it loses out, its French operations could be shut down.
Okay, so let me quickly reintroduce my panel here in the studio. To my left, Jacques Myard, a conservative member of French Parliament and a member of the Parliamentary Study Group on Sects. Here to my right, Jens Tingleff, an internet activist who's protested against Scientology. On the phone from New Jersey, Rick Ross, executive director of the Ross Institute, which monitors religious cults and controversial movements. And also on the phone from Marseille, France, Rafael Liogier, professor of sociology, at the Institute of Political Studies at Aix-en-Provence. Thanks all so much for joining us again. Jacques, I want you to just quickly clarify something, actually. When we say that if the Church of Scientology loses this case, it can be banned in France, that's actually still a long way off. We're being a bit misleading, aren't we?
Because the law, which is back to the 12th of June 2001, that's about 8 years now, says that you can ban such an organization if it has been condemned several times on particular crimes, you see. So it will take a long time before it can be totally banned. So this is not only on this case, but it will help, of course. But I think the main issue of this trial is that it gives a very bad publicity to Scientology, which is quite normal.
But I mean, let me ask Rafael what you think the backlash might be if Scientology is found guilty in this case. They will, of course, appeal a guilty verdict. But if it goes as far as to, in the near future, actually ban Scientology, what do you fear will happen?
First of all, it will be a very long process because there is the appeal, and after there is the cassation court, and after there will go. But it's not only that. I mean, it's like when you banish an organization, the organization will come back on another name. So it's not that easy to forbid an organization such as Scientology. But I'd like to come back a little bit earlier in the debate to say something that I couldn't say earlier, is that in France we are obsessed by finding out if this organization is a real religion or a false religion. I think it is not the point. It is not the point. The point is it and it has been said already in this debate, is it a criminal organization or not? And if we were only preoccupied, not only for Scientology, but for every kind of religious organization, of the way they behave, and not to see if it is legitimate what they believe or not, I think it will be much better, and it will be also more effective. But it is not the way it works in France. That's
no. I can't. No. I don't agree at all.
I'm sure.
No. Please stop, because this is not true, and you cannot say that. Never. I'm sorry. Never in the Parliament we have been trying to define or to say this is a religion or this is a false religion. We only deal with crimes That means organization, whatever they call themselves, you don't say the truth. I'm sorry, you speak nonsense. You speak nonsense. We are not dealing. No, you're completely wrong.
Of the office of Kurt in the interior minister.
No, this is not true. You are completely. I'm very sorry. I'm very surprised you are a professor. I tell you, because you're from a scientific point of view, from a very objective and scientific point of view, I'm sorry, what you say is purely nonsense. We are not dealing with religion. We are dealing with crimes. We are dealing with crimes.
Academic community in France.
No. Please, stop. You are disqualified. You are disqualified.
We're discussing something.
No. You are disqualified. I'm sorry. We are dealing. No. I say it again very calmly.
Okay.
We are dealing with crimes. We are dealing with people trying to rob people, to abuse of weakness.
I mean,
we are dealing with people who try to get legacy from old people and so on.
Hold on.
Everybody knows that this list is made only with
stop.
people
You are wrong. You are wrong.
Rafael, you concede, however, that this trial underway now is about crimes committed. You are convinced that it's tied into something much larger, this movement against religious sects, or what is defined as religious sects in France. It's not just about this one case and what these individuals in this one organization has done.
What I am saying is that even there are maybe there are criminal behaviors inside Scientology, but I can't judge that because I haven't read the file and I don't know about it. I don't. But what I'm saying is that things would be more clear and more effective if we weren't obsessed by trying to demonstrate that it is fake religion or religion, because it's not the point. And even I examined a little bit in this trial. You will have a specialist that will appear in court to say, is the electrometer working or not? But I mean, that's not the point. I don't know if prayer is working or not. I'm not for sect or against sect. That's not the point. I'm against criminal organizations.
That's it.
But at the same time, I think we can't.
That's it.
Why are you discussing
Hold on, but I mean,
else?
Rafael, you have argued before that you said, if I'm not mistaken, you were asked to actually help defend the Scientologists in this case, and you said no because you feared the repercussions from the French authorities.
No, not really for the French authorities, but what I was saying is that what I had to say, I think, will be about the belief and the structure of the belief, which is my specialty, and I think it will not add something to the truth. So I don't see why I will say anything in this process, because I don't know about their behavior. I just know about their belief. It's my first point. And the second point, of course, it is also because I have some specific public position. And I don't want the specific public position I don't want to hear that I'm not legitimate because I have tested, but because I have said something in such a trial. And the proof that you have that I am true to behave this way is that the MP that you invited just told me that I'm not legitimate because I said what I'm saying.
Because what you've said is wrong. I would say...
It's wrong. I mean, it's shared by the entire academic community.
Okay, very, very quick.